Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday morning to you. Hope your Thursday is off to a good start. Appreciate you guys kicking it off here with winning bets. We like to give you guys some free sports picks every single day. Got a nice little show on tap today. There's some soccer going on today, tennis as well. Thursday night football between the Chiefs and the Chargers on Amazon Prime. Yeah, make sure you get that situation sorted out before the nighttime. I certainly need to get it situated and sorted out myself. I know during the pandemic, we were watching some shows and movies on Amazon Prime, but boy, that's been a long time since we fired up the Roku and started that app. So get that situated before, 8:15, 8:20, whatever it is tonight, whatever opening kickoff is. You don't want to be scrambling come kickoff time. You want to be able to watch this game. Chiefs, Chargers, should be fascinating, high scoring. They played out two really good, close, and competitive games last season. Yeah, we look forward to much of the same tonight on Thursday Night Football. Again, hope everybody's doing good on this Thursday morning. Let's go ahead and make sure we recap yesterday as we do each and every single day. And then again, let's get into some of that good action as well. I've also got that comment section up as we roll through this recap, as we roll through soccer and tennis and baseball. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what some of your best bets are today. What are some of your leans that you're keeping an eye on today? Let me know down in that comment section. We'll get to it at some point on today's show. Let's go ahead and start with that recap, though. We started off the loss, unfortunately, in Champions League. We got hit with the kiss of death. You never like to see it. In all the sports, they've got it. Ours wasn't like the kiss of death in terms of like being an under or something. It was a little bit different in that. Of course, we're on Dynamo plus 1.5. And there was a penalty kick. Now, late in the first half, there was a penalty kick. Man, have you guys seen that replay? Did you guys think that was a penalty? Like, does he hit into the back of his legs? I mean, God, what a softy. What a pansy to go ahead and go down. It doesn't sound like he smashed into the back of his legs. That was a little bit of acting and it looked like on that job's part. But because of that penalty, instead of the game ending 2-1 in a cash, we get a penalty kick and we lose 3-1 with the kiss of death. So a little bit of a tough stuff right there. Moving on to the MLB action. White Sox, hell, they didn't get any runs, let alone 3 runs in the first 5 innings. They got shut out 3-0 in losing to the Rockies. So bad performance by those White Sox. We did come back with probably our best bet of the day. You know it's the best bet of the day when I use it to streak to $85,000 over on TikTok. It was Charlie Morton over 6.5 Ks. He got 7 Ks, I believe, just kept getting stronger. Had 4 through 3 innings. Just what this guy does is he racks up strikeouts, got a really nice curveball. And then you pair that with the Giants, who are a good, heavy strikeout team. Well, it gets you a good plus money cash there with Charlie Morton. Escobar of the New York Mets did not go over 1.5 total bases. He got 1 hit and going 1 for 4. His 1 hit was a single. Wendell, you guys remember we also had Wendell. He's not on the recap because he did not play in last night's game. And then the last one there was, how about our 3-legged Nerfy parlay? How about that one coming through nice and easy for everybody? We took 3 teams and just said, hey, you know what? Don't worry about the full game Nerfy. Just say 3 teams. Can we get 3 teams to not score in the first inning? It was the Pirates, the Tigers, and the Royals. All 3 of those teams were not able to score in the first inning. So another good plus money cash, 2 plus money cashes, 3 losses, and that's how you lose 0.75 units on the day. And now you're down just a hair over 5 units on the week. Well, guys, you know what happened with that Escobar play? That Escobar play, woke up this morning. I knew when we went to bed he was 1 for 3. I knew he was going to get another opportunity in the 9th inning. Woke up to the news of obviously not getting hit in that 9th inning, losing that bet, and subsequently not having profit on the day, and woke up this morning pissed. We started the day off at 5:30 in the morning, really, really pissed. Had done some research the night before, last night, on some tennis, and when I woke up this morning and had lost that Escobar prop and lost money on the day, I fired off some tennis bets and put it in the tweet. It was rage betting. It was research last night, but it was certainly more rage betting. Woken up this morning disgusted and pissed off. So those are the 3 tennis bets I'm rolling with this morning. Go ahead and kick off the action. They're in order in terms of how they'll go off in terms of start time. The first one here, we've already lost first set over 9.5. Lost it in just classic fashion. The one girl wins the first 5 games. Then she loses the next 3 games. So you're sitting at a nice 5-3. You just need one more winner and one more break. And she couldn't quite pull off 4 wins in a row of games as she lost that first set 6-3. That being said, we need this second set to go at least 7-5 to cash over 20.5 games. We've currently got a 4-2 score in the second set. With the girl that we need to win at least 5 games, she's up 4-2 and she's serving, and now she's up 40-love. So it looks like we're going to at least go 1-1 here in the first match. We've obviously lost that first one, but 20.5, that is 1 point away from hitting. I guarantee you that cashes while we're sitting here. So if you want to get in here and rage bet, tilt bet, whatever the hell you want to go ahead and call it. Again, there was some research put into this last night, but woke up this morning disgusted, pissed off, and fired off 3 tennis bets. That being said, we just got a winner here live on the Daily Show. We just hit a winner. We just hit over 20.5 games, as we're now guaranteed this second set to go at worse 7-5, and that'll go ahead and give us the cash. So, all right, cool. Starting off the day 1-1, better than 0-2. So I'll go ahead and take it right there. So good luck to anybody who decides to tail those tennis bets. Let's jump in that comment section, and then let's see what you guys got going on. And then, of course, we'll fire off some baseball bets. We've got some football to also talk about. And I just gave you guys my tennis. It's all positive. It's all positive around here, Brian. Love to see it. I'm positive as well. Woke up pissed, but doesn't mean I'm not positive. Doesn't mean I'm not in a good mindset. Just woke up here a little bit. Yeah, this man's just been firing out the winners. Firing out the winners. Yes, I love it. I'll be cashing with you guys today. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll be letting you know what he's riding today because I'm riding with him. What's going on? Crazy Cheeseheads in this chat. I'm loving them, man. What's going on? That's how it goes. Escobar missed a homer by a foot in the 9th inning. He flied out the left. And the outfielders collided. Cool, I didn't know that. That's how it works, man. I can't win a bet, and now you're telling me the outfielders collided in the outfield, and that's how I kind of just can't get one? That's cool. All right, that's just how it goes when you're losing, man. When you're losing, like, you just can't get losses. You got to lose this funny kind of way, missing a homer by a foot with the outfielders colliding. Just can't like fly out. Just can't like ground out. Got to have some crazy shit like that going on. All right, everybody wants to know, what is Professor's bet today? You guys saw him yesterday. He dropped in a banger yesterday. He did Milan to win. He did Milan most corners, and took Dynamo to have the most cards. Well, if you look at that, you can say, well, that's some nice little strategy that he's got going on. He's just taking a home dog or a home favorite, a really big home favorite, saying that they'll win the game, and winning the game because they're a big home favorite, they'll likely have the most corners. And then in winning the game and having the most corners, you're going to frustrate your opponent, and that's likely going to lead to him to have the most cards. Well, Professor's on a Europa League parlay today. He already dropped it on Twitter this morning. He took the same strategy today. He wants a big home favorite. He thinks that big home favorite's going to win. He thinks in the process they're going to get the most corners, and obviously in the process frustrate the opponent and lead to the opponent getting the most cards. He's done a two-game parlay, 6 legs. He's done Real Sociedad as one of those big home favorites, and he did Roma as the other big home favorites. I could not tell you any of these opponents that they're going on, but Professor, you are not riding on this one alone, my man. I am riding with you. This is my Europa League play today. You guys know I don't dabble in the Europa League. We start getting into this teams I don't know of, and this is a classic example. I know Real Sociedad. I know Roma. Those other 2 teams, I couldn't tell you a lick. I couldn't even tell you what country they're from. Couldn't tell you any goddamn thing about it. All I know is Professor is putting out winners lately, and I want to be a part of his winner today at a plus 370 over on Bet River. So I'm all on it. Let's go. Let's go. Real Sociedad and Roma, 2 big home favorites today in Europa League. They should certainly handle business. They should certainly get it done. Let's get the most corners, and let's have the other team get frustrated and foul and rack up cards in the process. I'm with you, Professor. I'm riding with you, my man. You are not alone on the Europa League today. I'll be riding with you. Plus 370. You've been firing out winners all week. It'd be crazy not to tail you. You guys tail me, and I've always said I'll tail you guys. I've done it in the past. I'll gladly do it again now, especially when you're hot, Professor. So let's go. All right, guys, this is the Europa League parlay today. One game starts at 11:45. The other game starts at 2 p.m. Of course, those are central times, 11:45 and 2 p.m. So plenty of time to tail it in. It's a 6-leg, 2-match parlay, just taking 2 home favorites in Real Sociedad and Roma to handle business. So that's how we'll roll right there, a plus 370. Thank you for the winner, Professor. I'm already going to call it a winner because you're so hot on your picks, and I'm just positive. That's the kind of person I am. I'm absolutely a positive person. So look forward to having that nice Europa League winner. Look forward to cashing these tennis bets this morning. Love to see it right there. All right, let's go ahead and now move the discussion over to some NFL action. And again, I'm reminding everybody that the game is on Amazon Prime. The other thing I would like to remind you guys is to get your picks on the Pigskin NFL Pigskin Pick'em contest. You have no idea how many times I've missed the Thursday entry. It happens a ton every damn season. I'll be sitting there watching the game on Thursday night and then do one of those, oh crap, I forgot to pick moments. All right, well, don't let that happen tonight. Go into Pigskin Pick'em contest and go ahead and get in your pick for tonight. I think it's 3.5 on ESPN, so you either get the Chiefs minus 3.5 or you get the Chargers plus 3.5. So again, get your pick in on the Pigskin Pick'em contest. I'm going to go ahead and roll with the bet, of course, in tonight's game. Look, I understand the narrative of primetime unders, but I'm not going to go there with these two teams. Look at just what they did last season. One of these games would have got a push. The current line is 54. So one of them would have gotten a push and one of them gotten a loss. So I know the trend. I know the narrative of primetime unders, but that just means you can't just, put that in every single game. You can't just peg that square. What I am going to go ahead and peg, though, is Austin Eckler over 36.5 receiving yards at minus 115. Why do we like that? It's earlier on the season, but we are going to start to go off some stats like we do in every sport. We like to bet on stats. We like to bet on trends. Well, here's a trend earlier on. He got 36 in week 1, so we're knocking right on the door. But the Chiefs allowed the 7th most receiving yards to the running back position in week 1. They allowed 62 yards on 8 catches, and they allowed 10 targets to the running back. All right, you're going to get the Chargers down a weapon without Keenan Allen. They're going to have to lean on Austin Eckler here. You saw the Chiefs get abused from the running back position from a receiving standpoint. All right, the Chiefs didn't get beat up all that much from the ground from a running back standpoint. They only got 54 yards on 12 carries, which isn't all that bad, but what they really got beat up was that running back from a receiving standpoint. Again, it's earlier on this season. Those are all the stats we really have to go on, right? It's only week 1, but we know the Chiefs had bad in terms of stopping the Cardinals from a running back standpoint, from a receiving standpoint. I'll go ahead and see if Austin Eckler can go ahead and cash that one. So that'll be my lone bet for tonight. And Thursday Night Football is give me Austin Eckler over 36.5 receiving yards at minus 115. All right, that's how we'll do it right there. Let's go ahead now and move to this conversation over to the MLB. Let's talk some baseball. We'll, of course, try and do our normal payoff pitch rundown here while I, of course, give you guys some bets. So today's baseball bets were pretty simple today. You're getting to the last stretch of baseball. Can we identify some teams that have some shit to play for? Can we find some teams that are going to stand up on today's diamond and actually want to compete because they've got something to fight for? Those are the teams I want to be backing today. Those are the teams I want to be putting my money behind. Who is going to have an opportunity to, do something because it means something to them? So that's what we're looking at today. Let's go ahead and throw up those baseball bets. We're doing JT Brubaker under 4.5 Ks at even money over on DraftKings. As you can see, they're taking on the Mets. The Mets right now, not only are they hitting right-handers really stinking well, they're also not striking out at 17%. So you had a 17% strikeout rate to a 292 average and a 453 slugging with an OPS of 825. That smells like an offense that is doing good versus right-handers, and they're not striking out. So we'll absolutely play Brubaker under 4.5 Ks. We'll also play Lance Lynn of the Chicago White Sox under 4.5 Ks. What have we talked about here the last 2 days, guys? What have we talked about the Guardians do not do? They do not strike out. 2 days ago, I gave you guys a winner. It was Jose Suarez under 4.5 Ks. Yesterday, we came back with the same bet again. It was Patrick Sandoval under 4.5 Ks against the Guardians. And once again, that bet cashed. And now you're going to go ahead and give it to me at plus money. The only difference is that they're facing a right-hander and not a left-hander. That doesn't make any difference in terms of the stats. In fact, it actually helps you because they're hitting right-handers better while once again not striking out at 14.5%. That is just an incredible number in which we've observed over the course of this MLB season. So another offense that's not striking out at 14.5% has a 287 average and a 455 slugging, and their OPS is 811. So checks all the boxes. We know this bet. It's cashed already twice this week. We've already talked about it on Tuesday and Wednesday's episode. It's an absolute no-brainer. And at plus money, we'll go ahead and take Lance Lynn under 4.5 Ks. In that same breath, when we were just talking about how the Guardians are good versus right-handers, how can you take the Guardians team total over 1.5 runs at minus 105? Are you kidding me? They're crushing right-handers. Absolutely crushing right-handers. 4th best in the league, top 5 in the league right now in hitting right-handers. You'd be crazy not to want to back the Guardians, say, at over 1.5. That should be at 2.5 at plus money. Not damn near over 1.5 at plus money. That's absurd. So we'll go ahead and back that one. And then keeping the trend going of wanting to back teams that have something to play for, where the Phillies are right there in the wild card hunt. Not only do they have something to play for, but they are doing really, really good at hitting right-handed pitching. They have a 279 average with a 539 slugging with an OPS of 901. And another team that is not striking out at 17%. So I didn't want to go ahead and mess around with Pablo Lopez under his strikeout, even though it checks the same 2 boxes of the Mets and Guardians of we have a good offense right now versus right-handers and we're not striking out, because Pablo Lopez has burned me multiple times this season on the hook where he struck out his last batter. We've sat here on recaps and I've been extremely frustrated with Pablo Lopez. So I'll remove his strikeout prop because he gets stronger as the game goes on, and he can reach back in the 5th inning and get a strikeout when he needs it. but I'm expecting the Phillies to get at least 2 runs off of him. Mention those numbers off right-handed pitching. They're a team that is still fighting for something in the wild card playoff hunt. So I'll think the Phillies at over 1.5 runs scored in the first 5 innings at minus 135. Then I'm going to do 2 ones. You guys remember this Pirates-Mets series. This is how you know when you're betting in the trends and you're not just throwing bets up to see what sticks. Remember what happened 3 series ago back in early September? This was an under series, and I gave out the under every single day, and it cashed in 2 of those 3 games. It's no longer an under series because both bullpens are stinking it up right now, and both offenses versus right-handed pitching is really good. We talked about the Mets and how we think they're going to get to Brubaker. The Pirates are in the top 10, top 8 actually. They're hitting 277 with a 470 slugging and an 808 OPS, and their strikeouts at 21.4, so relatively low speaking. So you're giving me 2 good offenses versus right-handed pitching. 2 right-handers in Brubaker and Carlos Carrasco. They should each go up there and give up 2 or 3 runs. Bullpens are struggling. I like the full game over, of course, and I'm mentioning the bullpens and I'm mentioning the full game over because I know people are generally interested in that, but of course my betting behavior and my betting strategy is to take the F5 over. We're making it because of the starting pitching. We're making it because of the good offenses versus right-handers. So I'm going to roll with Pirates-Mets F5 over 4. At minus 115. You can actually get that at DraftKings or you can get that at BetMGM. Let's keep baseball going before I give you guys a Premier League bet. I do want to end this show with giving you guys a Premier League bet from this weekend. But first, I wanted to mention a couple things from the payoff pitch. Let's go ahead and talk about our favorite moneyline parlay today. Favorite moneyline parlay today, which yesterday's moneyline parlay cashed. If I recall correctly, we did Twins and what did we do? Twins and Guardians? And that cashed? I think we did do Twins and Guardians. Well, today we're on Twins and Astros. That's your best money line parlay today is Twins and Astros, your best underdog of the day. And do not be surprised by the time I tweet out my full card, Guardians and Rays both damn near make it. We keep backing this Guardians team. Look, they've got the better offense. They've got the better bullpen by far. And starter, I mean, this kid, what's his face? Got this name right here. Hunter Gaddis got rocked. But he faced the Astros, so it's only his second start, so we don't know. And we know we're going to get from Lance Lynn. So I'll probably be adding the Guardians at plus 135, and I'll probably be adding the Rays at plus 118. I like them with McClanahan going up against Gosman and the Blue Jays. So maybe by the time I tweet my full card, look and see if I've added the Guardians and the Rays. Let's talk about a guy that can get a hit today, and I may add this one too, quite frankly speaking. Jose Ramirez, over 1.5 total bases. They're the Cleveland Guardians at plus 115. He's 10 for 26 versus Lance Lynn, and he checks all the other boxes too. Not only has he got good success rate against Lance Lynn, but he's a top-of-the-order hitter, and he's a switch hitter, so that'll give him the advantages regardless of who comes out of the bullpen late in the situation. So we'll likely add Jose Ramirez over 1.5 total bases at plus 115. And then to give you guys the best Nerfy of the day. How about that Nerfy in that Braves-Giants series? Woo! We were on point with that one, getting 2 out of 3 cashes. Today, very, very ugly Nerfy slate. Hold your nose on this one, folks. Hold your nose. It's Padres Diamondbacks. Padres Diamondbacks, 2 offenses that struggle in the first inning, so we love that. Why do you need to hold your nose? You're not going to need to hold your nose when Manaea is up. Or Manaea. Because the Diamondbacks are struggling versus left-handed pitching. They're only hitting 181. We know Manaea, big, tall, lefty guy. That I feel pretty confident about. You start looking at this guy's name is Dre Jameson. He's pitching for the Diamondbacks, making his MLB debut. His minor league numbers are god-awful. God-awful. This is not like a September call-up that deserves an opportunity. This is a September call-up because they want to see clearly what he's got against major league hitters. If it's anything like he's got against minor league hitters, this is where you're holding your nose on this Nerfy. The only reason I like it is because you get 2 offenses that struggle in the first inning, 2 offenses that are struggling versus left and right-handers. I mentioned the Diamondbacks are only hitting 181 versus left-handers. Well, the Padres are only hitting 213 versus right-handers. So 2 offenses that are struggling. They struggle in the first inning. You get Manaea. And then you get this kid. So hold your nose. Hopefully the hitter lack of familiarity will pay off for you, and you can get a good Nerfy cash there in Padres Diamondbacks. But that's the best one of the day, while acknowledging there weren't obviously a lot of good Nerfies. I think there's only 7 or 8 baseball games anyway. So that's how we roll today. All right, let's go ahead, jump in the comment section, and then I'm going to give you guys a Premier League bet before we end this show. No bet on United. Would have taken them last week at home against Real Sociedad. Thank God I laid off that and wanted to see what they could do. No, I mean, should they go beat Sheriff? I don't know. We remember Sheriff last season from beating Real Madrid, so I am not and plus, you get into one of these teams, and I'm not saying Sheriff is like this, but another reason why I don't like betting Europa League, you hear it all the time. A big club like United that plays on a beautiful pitch will go to like Moldova, where Sheriff plays, and that pitch is, like this adult rec league that I play out here in Lincoln Park, and there's more goddamn divots and holes you can shake a stick at. Now, I don't know if Sheriff plays on one of those pitches, but I'm not touching United today, dude. That's all you, man. Yeah, they'll probably lose. I mean, they don't even win at home. They don't even win at home against Real Sociedad. No, not touching that. And especially if Harry Maguire plays. Hell, if Maguire's in that starting lineup, I'll probably go bet Sheriff. You're darn right. Yeah. Let's see what you guys got. All right, let's see. We got a three-legged parlay. Oh, we got one in the Europa Conference League. We're going West Ham, AZ, and Cologne. I mean, I know those three teams. I assume they're playing all slappies because we're talking Europa Conference League. So they've got to be the three superior teams when we're talking Europa Conference League. So on the surface, that three-legged parlay looks pretty daggone decent. All right, guys, we need some. Yes. All right, good. I'm wishing you good luck. Wishing you good luck on that parlay right there. All right, let's go ahead and get into the lone Premier League bet today, and then we'll add some Premier League bets to it tomorrow. Let me throw off the slip here. Talked about this already yesterday. Going to do a nice full breakdown, of course, with Matt. We'll do it on Between the Posts. We'll talk about this again on my channel. We talked about it on somebody else's channel yesterday, previewing this weekend's Premier League games, where there's only 7 games this weekend as opposed to a normal 10. One of them I like, and I'm going to go ahead and bet it right now. The other ones, I'm still deciding on which bet I want to bet within the game. But this one, there was a no-brainer. I don't know if you guys checked out our episode yesterday where we broke down the Premier League, but with Brentford scoring at home in all their fixtures, their games are absurdly high scoring. We like Arsenal finding the net. Do we like Arsenal winning the game? If you wanted to do it both teams to score and Arsenal win, I think that probably hits. But to me, you're talking around even money here on just getting both teams to score in over 2.5. Loving everything about this with this fixture being at Brentford. I absolutely love this match and love this bet. So no-brainer one. Wanted to share it with you guys. Bought it this morning, minus 104. It's over on Bet Rivers, as you can see there in the bet slip. Let's bet it. Let's cash it. Yes. All right. We are officially 1-1 on the day. We got a 6-3, 6-2 win there in the second set. We're on the board today, fellas. We're on the board with our tennis. Let me go ahead and throw up the tennis just in case somebody was interested in rage betting with me this morning. Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna throw this up and then hop in. I want to throw this up so everybody can see it, and then I'll hop in the comment section. Yeah, starting off tennis, 1-1. Obviously, like to be 2-0, but all right. See if we got. Yeah, I can't wait for the EPL to be back. It's really all I do on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings is kind of just sit back and. I'll play with my kids, of course, but I just sit back and watch the EPL. So, yeah, I can't wait. All right, doesn't look like we got any more comments. What are you guys betting on Thursday Night Football? I was hoping you guys would drop in some winners there on Thursday Night Football. What are you guys betting? You guys taking the over? You guys taking the under? Is anybody doing the DraftKings 7-point thing, and you're going to take a chance there on the Chargers, or are you just going to go homer and say the Chiefs jump out to a 7-0 lead or some kind of 10-3 lead at some point because they're at home and they're favored and they're the better team and everything goes into that? What are you guys betting here on Thursday Night Football? Let's hang for a couple minutes. Let's see what you guys got. See what winners you guys got on this great Thursday morning for Thursday Night Football. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and drop. Should be a nice day, fellas. Thoroughly looking forward to it. Again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me again. Chargers, halftime. Chiefs, full-time. There's an interesting one right there. I just got to pay out pretty good. I like that. I would do Chargers on the first half spread, Chiefs. I don't know if I do Chargers on the money line, but I like Chargers on the first half spread. There you go, C-Lane. Love to see it. You got Hardman under 3.5 receptions. I'm not sure what he got in week 1 against the Cardinals. Wonder what he got in week 1. I like it. Though. Let's see what he got in week 1. I like him though. He's usually used in like kind of flashy plays. He's not like a full-on go-to guy in that offense. So I kind of like how you got under 3.5 receptions. He got 3 on 6 targets though. Whoa, that makes me a little nervous. He got 6 targets. So it cashed in week 1, but he got 6 targets. That makes me a little nervous. Here's a good question. What's my eliminator pick for this week? I haven't even logged in and looked, to be quite honest. I know the matchups, but I'm not like logged in and placed a bet. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. With like a teaser of the Chargers plus 10.5 and the over tonight. Yeah, I think tease the over down. Tease Chargers up to 10.5. That looks pretty damn well and good to me. I don't see the Chargers getting blown out by double digits. And if you do that, you can probably get that over down to about maybe upper 40s. So I like it. I like it. Well, Eckler to score first. All right. I like that. Yeah, division against Rose. I like it. I like that. It's minus 130. I would tease that over. Tease that over down a little bit. Don't play it at a 54. If you're going to go ahead and get the Chargers up 10.5, go ahead and drop that. Go ahead and drop that total down a little bit. Go ahead and drop that down. All right, fellas, I'm going to go ahead and drop. We're going to get some good mojo here. We got this one tennis play starts at 10:30. Actually, they both start at 10:30. They both start at 10:30. So we're going to have a good morning here. We're going to get some more cashes in tennis. We're going to roll this into some afternoon baseball. Some of this baseball starts early, this Twins-Guardians game. I'm going to jump on this Jose Ramirez over 1.5 total bases, plus 115. Crushes Lance Lynn, switch hitter, top of the order. That's everything I look for. Just because I'm not getting the results and maybe things aren't going my way, I need to keep doing what I'm doing, which is betting in the good spots. I'm gonna bet into that. So, all right, guys, I'm tweeting it. I'm on Jose Ramirez over 1.5 total bases plus 115. I'll tweet out my card here within the next 20 minutes, but that one's going to be in it. I'm adding that one. I'm absolutely adding Jose Ramirez over 1.5 total bases plus 115. Let's get a cash, boys. All right, guys, enjoy your Thursday. We got a big show on tomorrow's slate. I look forward to giving you guys NASCAR plays. We've already broken down this race at the Bass Pros night shop down at Bristol. I've got several head-to-heads that we want to go ahead and do for that one. And then we got more Premier League bets. There's some good spots. May only be 7 games, but I think the Premier League gave us some good fixtures to go ahead and bet, so we'll give you guys some Premier League bets. And then we got to set the weekend slate for football. Got to give you guys my best money line of the weekend. Got to give you guys my best underdog of the weekend. Got to give you guys my favorite teaser of the weekend. And then, of course, got to give you guys some player props as well for Sunday NFL. So that's how we'll do it on tomorrow's show. Should be a lot of fun hanging out with you guys then, just like it was fun today as well. Enjoy your Thursday. Appreciate the comments. Appreciate you the energy. Let's have ourselves a good day, and let's come on back here tomorrow. Enjoy it, fellas.